Hey everyone, it's Zane. Welcome to my channel. For today's video, as you guys can see from the title, I'm finally sharing my skincare routine. It's the skincare routine that no one asked for. No, actually there's quite a few people who asked for my skincare. Friends of mine who saw how my skin looked like before and now because my skin is a lot better. So I thought I'd just share it because I know when my skin was going through the worst, I would always just spend time on YouTube and try and search up stuff. A lot of the things that I'm using now is mainly because of the research and everything that I did from YouTube. So I hope that this will be helpful to some of you as well. Just a quick disclaimer, I'm not a professional. I'm just sharing with you guys the things that I learned and the things that worked out for me. Yes, I'm just gonna come close so you guys can see what my skin looks like. I have that one bump there that's been there for like, I'm not even kidding, for like a year it's been there, and I did get it checked and apparently it has to be cauterized. So I'm not trying to do that, so I just have that little friend over there. And as you guys can see over here, I have a lot of scars from when I used to pick my face a lot. But when I do get my period, that's when I would usually get my bumps now. Actually, I'm gonna insert more photos of what my skin looked like before. Right here. As you guys can see, my forehead was really my problematic area. Before, my cheeks would never get irritated or anything. It was just my forehead, but now I get it on my cheeks now too. It has come a long way. I really put off doing this video because, you know, I would always think, you know, my skin is not perfect. Like, why would I be sharing my skincare routine? But when I look back at my older photos, I can really see the difference with my skin. So yes, I'm gonna share with you guys. I'm gonna put you on. Okay, so the routine, let's go. Okay, so the first thing I do is double cleanse because I do use sunscreen every day. If there's one thing that you should do every day as a part of your skincare, it's definitely sunscreen. Okay, so this is what I use, the Centella Green Level Unscented Sunscreen from PURITO. I like this, it's super lightweight, especially for me that I have oily skin. I actually used to use Ulta MD UV Clear, but it's kind of pricey. I wanted to try this one out and I actually really do like it. It's super lightweight again, and you don't even feel it on your skin once it's absorbed. It's not something that sits on your skin. Just try it, it's really good. Let's go and cleanse my face. So first thing I do is I'm gonna wash my hands. So let's double cleanse. So what I use is the Physicians Formula, the Perfect Matcha 3-in-1 Melting Cleansing Balm. And this one reminds me a lot of the Pharmacy Green Clean Cleansing Balm. That one's really good too, but it is on the higher end. This one is a really good dupe in my opinion. So that's what it looks like. I just take about this much. And then I warm that with my fingers. I always look forward to using this because I just feel so relaxing focusing it on the parts where I tend to have clogged pores because oil attracts oil. So if you're using some type of oil or cleansing balm, really focus it on those areas that you have clogged pores. That should be good. I don't take too long with this one because I still double cleanse. So I'm just gonna rinse my face off. I don't dry my face because I'm gonna wet it again anyway, so what's the point? So for the next step of my double cleanse, I do get a little bit of help from this device. So this is the LumiFusion by New Skin. The reason why I like this so much is because it's so effective, yet it's so gentle. And I've always wanted something like this, okay? Hear me out, this is what I mean. I used to have the Clarisonic, and even though I had like the most gentle brush that they had, I feel like I still can't use it on an everyday basis or even more than twice a week because I just felt like it was still harsh for my skin, like the bristles of it. And then I had the not the Foreo, but something similar to it, and that one just, although it's so gentle, it just didn't feel like it was doing enough. But this one is like the perfect hybrid of those two because it is a brush head that goes back and forth. So it really goes deep into your pores, but the material of it is that really gentle silicone material. It's the best of both worlds for me. It is definitely an investment, but for me, it is something that is really worth it. It's really changed the skincare game for me. Like I said, I've been using this for 6 months, and I've posted this a lot on my Instagram because I just really I feel like more people should know about it because it's just really effective. I did use the cleanser that came with it. I finished it. My skin didn't break out or anything like that. I ran out and I still have my CeraVe cleansers, but as soon as I ran out with my CeraVe cleansers, I'm gonna be going back to the cleanser that comes with, which the variant that I use is the sensitive one, and this is also the sensitive brush head. This one is the regular brush head, and this is the sensitive one, so you guys can see the difference. So the cleanser that I use with it right now is the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser. I also have the salicylic acid version. I only use this if I feel like I need that extra boost. I find that if I use this more than twice a week, it does irritate my skin because my skin is already irritated, as you can see around my cheeks. I'm going to be using the hydrating cleanser. I spread it out evenly first. You guys get the point. So I start with my forehead, and this one is, you don't like go circular motions. This actually is so relaxing. You just kind of go upwards with it.
Vibrated twice, that means that part is done. So that one's really nice about it as well. You never overdo a spot or anything like that because you kind of have a guide. See how reactive my skin is? So how red my forehead is already, but it does go down. It's not irritation or anything. My skin is just reactive like that. So I did that again. So that means you move to our next spot. So I do forehead, cheeks, and then I do my T-zone.
Oh, this is so relaxing. And we're done, and I don't know if you guys, it will be picked up on camera. You guys can kind of see, like, it's kind of yellowish on this area over there. So can you guys imagine, I already cleansed my face beforehand and there was still like bacteria on my face. Isn't that crazy? Okay, I'm just gonna rinse. Whew, now my skin feels so clean. To dry my face, I don't use any towels or anything. I just use regular tissue and I just pat dry. The only thing is, yeah, this happens. And we're done. Just kidding, we're not. There's still quite a few steps. After I cleanse, I move on with the next step, which is my essence. And this is something that people think that you don't need it. A lot of people have different opinions about it, so do your own research about essences. For me, I just feel like it really just amps up the rest of my skincare products. And this one in particular is for brighter, softer, and deeply hydrated skin, and I really believe that it does all those claims. Essences just really help with smoother and brighter skin for me. So I use the Real Ferment Micro Essence by Neogen. That's what it looks like. Fun fact, I actually don't use them in their regular packaging. I do use them in these bottles that I got from Miniso. The reason why I do so is because when I was still working as a flight attendant, it's just easier to bring it this way. And also, it's just the perfect amount every single time. So I do 2 pumps of this. Oops. And I just pat it on my skin. And make sure I extend it to my neck as well. So yeah, I just pat that on my skin. I just let that sit in for a few seconds. So the next step is this bright toner from I'm From. So when I first started working as a flight attendant, my skin would just really go crazy. So it would be super dry. Anything else that I put, it would be too much. Like I put a thick moisturizer, then I would be super oily. Like I couldn't seem to find the perfect in between, and this was it for me. I don't know what they put in there. So hydrating, and the active ingredient is rice. And if you guys don't know, rice is really good for brightening the skin. I would highly recommend this. And Again, I have it in this little container. Same thing, I just use 2 pumps. That's enough. Next step, I have a serum, and this is the Madecassicide serum from Apu. I never know how to say it, so don't come for me. This product only has 2 ingredients, which is Madecassicide and Centella asiatica extract, which, if you guys don't know, it's known for the soothing and calming properties of it. It really helped with my skin, especially right now. As you guys can see, I have redness over there, as I've said so many times already. Products like Madecassicide, panthenol, and Centella asiatica or Cica is really good for redness, soothing any irritation. And even if my skin is not irritated or anything like that, I just stick with them because they're good for you and it works for my skin, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. I also have a little container for this, but I can't find it, so we're gonna use the little dropper that it comes with. So I just use a whole drop. Same thing for everything. Pat it in. Don't forget the neck. Okay, so the next step of my routine depends on how my skin feels that day. So if my skin looks good, I just usually go on with my moisturizers. But if my skin needs a little help, then I'm gonna be using these products. The first one is the 2% BHA liquid exfoliant by Paula's Choice, and I usually use this around my nose area, beside my nose, and if I have a little bit of congestion anywhere, I would use this. I really like it. This is a really hydrating formula. They really did a good job on this one. I tried a lot of salicylic acid products before, but so far this is the one that my skin just really loves. Next, I have this TAC2 pump. I believe it's TAC2 everywhere else except Canada. But yeah, this is a mixture of adapalene and benzoyl peroxide. So this one you can't get over the counter. You need a prescription for this. I got one from my family doctor. This one, I don't even know where to start, but before I incorporated everything, this was the acne product that I was using, and to this day it still works for my skin. I'm gonna keep using it until it doesn't work anymore. My skin just loves this. This was one of the things that really got rid of my forehead bump. It's just so amazing. But you know, just like with everything else that I shared with this video, do your own research. You know, don't just put what anyone says. Just because someone says it's good doesn't mean it's gonna be good for you. Trust me, there's a lot of YouTubers that I took their word for it, for saying that, oh, this one works, and it works for most people, but then it doesn't work for me. So just do your research with everything that you put on your skin. Just let's be gentle with our skin. That's so kind of ironic because this is not gentle for my skin, which is why it's basically the only strong, I guess, product that I use on my skin, and everything else is just healing, soothing, calming my skin. Last products is my moisturizers, and my moisturizers that I use are not really moisturizers. Like, they're not. I'll just show you. This is the first moisturizer that I use. It's from Sunjung. It's their Cica Balm. Again, Cica, really good for your skin. How many times am I gonna say it? It's really good. I just like it because it's so rich, and I just really feel that my skin just drinks it up. You'd be surprised because the material of this, the texture of this is really like a balm. It's thick, but my skin just drinks it up. It absorbs into my skin really well, and I just love the feeling of it, and it's super cheap too. So that is the moisturizer that I use, and I double up on moisturizer, especially for days when I use active ingredients. So for days when I use the salicylic acid or the TAC2 pump, I will really double up on my moisturizers. Sometimes I don't if I feel like, you know, it's enough, but most times I do. So this is the second one that I use. Is by INKEY, and this is their Ceramide Night Treatment. Ceramide ceramides is really good for repairing our skin barrier. So that's the reason why I incorporate this into my skincare, because I do use things that might mess with my skincare barrier. It's really good to incorporate ceramides into your skincare. I use this to seal everything up. I feel like this video is so much longer than what it should have. Oh, I didn't even apply it. Oh my gosh, I'm such a mess. Okay, I'm just gonna apply it. Sorry, I just used this much. So I'm looking at the mirror. And then again, any extra product, I just extend it to my neck. I let that sit a little bit. Just do a little dance. Just kidding. My sister's gonna make fun of me if she sees that part. And I top it off with this one. Just this much is good. Oh, look at her. Who is she? Who is she? Oh, my skincare is so good. I'm just kidding. I finish off with my Laneige lip sleeping mask. This is the strawberry variant, which is so good. Tastes so good. I really put like so much. Like I go ham on it. Just kidding. Cut that off. Who wants ashy lips? Not me. So there you guys have it. This is my skin after I do all that. You guys can see it's super glowy. It's actually borderline oily looking, but this is how I like it, because then I'm just going to bed anyways. Like, who cares? No one's gonna see me. But I know that my skin is getting all that goodness from all the products that I put in. So there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a thing or two. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. It will mean the world to me. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!